All right, one battle after another. I've seen it. Guile has not. He doesn't know anything about this. Yeah, awesome movie.
Yeah, I'm
and
excited. Let's do
we're
it.
hyped and
Let's get on the hype train. Let's go.
cool. Ready, spaghetti, everybody. Here we go. 3, 2. Wait, just making
Hype
sure.
training.
Yeah, I did start the recording.
Excellent.
Okay. Ready, spaghetti, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Warner Brothers.
Tell me if your volume goes up when I do this.
Yes.
Okay, that's yours. Oh, I love the score too.
I think the last PTA I watched was Phantom Thread. Ooh.
I might turn subtitles off if you don't care.
I don't mind.
Because yeah, these are described for the visual or hearing impaired.
Topical.
Hmm. Hmm.
Damn, that guy's jacked. Good lighting on that shot.
Oh yeah, the lighting
That's
one's
really hard to
fantastic.
do at night to
I hope
like
it wins, honestly.
make it look natural. That's really hard. She is horny. Oh God.
Hey.
He said the thing.
Ah!
They're just like permanently horny.
Are you not?
It's a nice suit.
Oops. Sorry. Sometimes it happens. Still trying to figure out how to make it not do that.
No worries. Man, she really got the assignment. She eating him out? Wow. Jesus Christ. Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Jesus.
Sorry. I might need a different cable or something.
It's fine.
Hmm.
Oh. Really living up to his name. Good detail on the cars for the past versus the future.
Mhm.
Like all the cars in the first sequence were kind of older. Like even like the incidental ones in traffic. Nice.
Hmm.
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 What a great question.
Hmm.
Nice. Ooh. Oh. Nice. No juice. Jesus. What a weird way to spend federal dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much helicopter fuel costs?
I mean, the U.S. government's spending a lot of
That's
money on a
true.
lot of weird things right now.
That's true.
Get a new ballroom. His birthday parade.
Fucking insane.
Giving $40 billion to Argentina. For no reason. 20. It was billions, Sonics. Shut up. Billion, okay.
Nice. He plays a good deadbeat dad.
Mm-hmm.
Steely Dan. See, that had really good production.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Essay. Goddamn.
Mhm. He is aggro.
What?
He's aggro.
Yeah, agro. How the kids talk. I don't know. They're it officially reached the point where these people are all younger than me, so I have no idea how they talk.
Mm.
Nice. That's so funny. He's still smoking. Oh my god. God damn. That's great. God damn.
Hmm.
That's a nice tapestry.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. The whole regalia.
It's such a good costume.
I know. He's just asking for the time.
Love the colors. Damn.
Oh my god. You got the Fed. He's everyone's sensei. That's great.
That was a great shot. So much
Yeah, yeah,
coordination
yeah.
and movement.
I'm really like mesmerized. I'm not even paying attention to the filmmaking. The score is phenomenal. That's funny.
Take a
I was gonna say the same thing. Oh my god. Holy This revolutionary bureaucracy is insane. They got you on one password. That's so funny. Oh man. He's on hold. They've been doing this the whole movie with this like jargon. This like everyone has their own jargon.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Holy shit. There's yeah, there's something about like the way this is written, like the script. There's something about like languages and
Mm-hmm.
comprehensibility that I feel like he's like trying to say. Like every faction has their own way of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's like the young people like talking their shit, whether it's these guys with their insane codes, whether it's the
Mm-hmm.
military like, and or whether it's like the Hispanic people
Mm-hmm.
who are like obviously being detained and they have their own language. So like there's something there where I think he's trying to say something about communication,
Mm-hmm.
like how the language determines something about you. Then Benicio is so chill. That's awesome. Awesome. Nice. Getting a chromatic ascending. Ah, kinda is great. No, the non-binary. Body ain't what it used to be. This is just like tracers. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my god. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Hmm. I wonder if there's room for Regina Hall to get Best Supporting. Might not happen this year.
Oh, Ella. She's like the most distinct voice. It sounded so close to Hail Satan. It's crazy.
Hmm.
My God. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Oh. Again, sound like Satan. Yeah. Oh man, that's so on the nose. Nice. It's in her blood. Good cut. He's playing it well.
Ah.
Oh, she called him Pop. Oh, damn. She's dropping all the hints. Amazing.
That's not Javier Bardem. That's Benicio del Toro.
I like that. That's a good smirk too. Is that some sort of sick joke on God? Is a great line. Oh my god. This fucking set piece, I'm ready. You're gonna test it. You're gonna test it. Swap. Really excellent, really excellent acting by Sean Penn.
Yeah, he's my luck for supporting.
He's phenomenal.
He's my lockjaw.
Nice. I like the little subtle ticks he has.
Oh yeah,
Everything about his character, I believe.
no, it's
Everything about
phenomenal. It's a crazy performance
Yeah,
too. A crazy character.
It's a sick. This is a sick framing as well with the.
Yeah.
It's awesome. She figuring it out. Mm. That's so good. He's jacked too. Holy shit. Our arms are fucking popping.
He's like Popeye.
Nice. Frenetic. So good. So good. God, he's so reckless. That's so funny. It's insane. Man, the soundtrack is insane. He's fucking drunk.
Hmm.
Refreshing to have an action scene in the day. They could have easily chosen to do that sequence like at night. It just like keeps it less stale. He's so good. And the tracker they were talking about. Nice. Some nice echo.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
Probably lucked out not having him as a like raising father figure.
Oh yeah, I mean she
That would
got
have been getting beatings.
yeah she had to she I'm gonna say like spoiled for choice.
Yeah, that would have been a violent fatherhood, childhood.
Doesn't know. I love it. He's gonna fuck them up, dude. That's great. Everyone's just so well cast. Like everyone just is doing such a
Yeah.
great job. No way. Unreal.
He unlocked his jaw.
That looks exactly like someone affiliated with a club called 1776. Did you get your orders? God damn. My burger is fucking insane. I like that you can hear the breeze. Instantly gives it more environment. Oh shit. I love the choice of not having music here. Because the score is like it's so easy to drop the score, and it's such a good
Hmm.
score, or like more licensed music, but just adds to the kind of drama of the moment. I push start with. Absolutely insane. Oh god. Oh, that's so smart. God damn it, Leo. That's so good. Oh my god, fucking Terminator. It's actually the Terminator. Oh my god. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's a fine idea.
Yeah, there's so much great delivery in this
Yeah.
movie, like endlessly memorable, quotable.
Oh no. Great makeup. Oh my god, it's soundproof. Nice Herman Miller. That's how he got RFK Jr. Oh my god. Oh no. Nice. Hail Saint Nick.
Dope.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. I was happy just to watch it again.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great movie.
I thought you'd like it.
Casting is really good. Yeah, the acting all along was just like phenomenal. The score was awesome.
Yeah. And like very present. But
Yeah,
like never
but not
feeling
overbearing.
Yeah, never feeling like it's not complimenting.
Yeah,
Because it's like a lot of it is like really simplistic
yeah.
in terms of, just piano.
Production. Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
piano, maybe like a
Piano, like
little
some
tiny bit of
percussion.
percussion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that was smart. Yeah, a lot of really good decisions here.
Yeah.
Johnny Greenwood, not
Here's
surprised.
Johnny. Yeah, he's done a lot of PTA
Yeah.
films actually.
I remember enjoying Phantom Thread and the way the music was used there too. It's the way I describe this movie is it's like Good Time but with a plot and themes. That's how I felt about it. It's like watching Good Time in the same sense of like it just keeps going, like it just keeps going. But it's got like more stuff. It's got wings built into it.
I've described it as like a grindhousey No Country for Old Men.
Sure. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
It's like Wes Anderson moments.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think Sean Penn did like a really good job.
I think he's getting the Oscar.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think he's
that's
got
really
it.
good.
People were debating the Best Picture shit in chat. I didn't really want to talk about it while the movie was going because
Right.
I'm just watching the movie.
What's happening with did it not get nominated or something?
No, nominations aren't out until January.
Oh, I see.
People are acting as though Sinners probably going to win Best Picture and this won't. I don't think so.
You think this might win Best Picture?
I think this is going to win Best Picture.
Oh, really?
Unless Marty Supreme is that good. I think this is winning Best Picture. I think Sean Penn's winning Best Supporting.
Yeah,
I think PTA probably will win Best Director. And then I hope Sinners doesn't win Best Score. See that?
You hope what?
I hope Sinners doesn't win Best Score. It's probably going to. Johnny Greenwood gets robbed all the time.
Who did the score for Sinners?
Some idiot.
Okay, I have to say, I think my only critique of the movie, or like my only negative critique of the movie, I guess, is I think there was a little bit too much licensed music in it.
There were like 3 tracks.
There was like at least 5 tracks.
Including the end credits, maybe.
Maybe. Now, I will say, I think all the licensed music they chose was really, really good. Like, I really liked all the tracks. They were all like very well produced. They were mixed really nicely. They were very thoughtfully put together. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, I think if, like at some point, I'm just like, okay, like another licensed track, like, I don't know, it didn't take me out of the movie that much, but it did take me out a little bit. And I think that's the only complaint I have, is that they're just like a little bit too much for my taste.
That's a very interesting criticism because I do not relate to that in the slightest.
I mean, honestly, like to me, it's just like I think it's different. So I think like the score was unbelievable. I think the score was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. I think if you're gonna include licensed music, like it better be like very tasteful and very
right?
I think the Ella song was really good. There were a couple of other licensed tracks that they used that were like excellent pieces of music, like well placed. But at the same time, like it still takes me out of the movie, honestly. And maybe
that's
it's just
an
like
interesting.
It's just like it's preference thing, probably. Honestly,
the context of each licensed track was used in scenes that were communicating passage of time, with the exception of the escape from the hospital. But I think every other usage of
right.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it was also like diegetic, like some of those music tracks, and I don't mind those. I don't mind when the tracks are like, like at the dance, for example, "Shut Up and Dance with Me," right? Like that was fine. Like, I like Ella so much. Oh my god. Again, I think the tracks themselves were excellent tracks, well placed. It's just for me, it just takes me out. So it's more of a personal preference rather than a critique.
Has Johnny Greenwood won? He got robbed for Phantom Thread, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he didn't win for Phantom Thread. Ludwig has won like 2 Oscars already, right? Like,
His name is Ludwig.
yeah, Ludwig Göransson, right?
Yeah,
And he's won at least twice, right?
I remember at least one of them that I was at.
Ludwig's won for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
remember
know
at least
for
one.
sure because his name is crazy and stupid, and he has long hair.
Yeah, I remember. I
He
remember.
won for
actually.
Oppenheimer. Did he not win before that point? And Black Panther. I was right twice, right?
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully that is enough for the Academy.
Enough Oscars for that. Also, like this movie, like it's got, it's kind of Oscar bait. Like there's enough. It's also accessible enough to win an Oscar, like to be like considered like a really good.
I agree
Oscar
with the
movie.
second half of that sentence.
You don't think it? I don't think it's like trying to be Oscar bait, but I do think it's like it's themes. It's like it's it's vibe. It's like it's all like Hollywood would enjoy this movie.
Yeah, when if I think of something being called Oscar bait, I think of something being cynically made to appeal to the Academy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean that's not what I mean when I say Oscar bait. I mean it's got
It's just a good movie with not a conservative message.
No, yeah, it doesn't have like a conservative message. It's
The
interesting.
Academy better fucking like this movie.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think this movie, the Academy would like this movie. It's funny because I was thinking, like, how is he going to make these characters like relatable / make us root for these characters? I think that's always like, I can see why like like someone on the right might really hate this movie.
Ben Shapiro hated. Well,
That he
said he hated it and then said everything was great about it except the messaging.
what did he think the messaging was?
Exactly. For me.
For Adam.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that audio at the end.
Maybe it was Adam.
Well, they literally made the movie for me, so
Yeah, you have to like it. Yeah, I don't think it's pro-left. I actually don't think the movie. Like, I think you could read the movie. I think we like live in a society right now where you could read the movie with an ideology, but it does. It's not necessary. Like the movie, I don't think the movie is necessarily passing judgment. I do think like it's making us relate to the characters, and the protagonist of the movie is, a lefty, I guess. But it's not like it doesn't pull that many punches. Like I think it does try to critique a little bit of everything. Like I don't think it, for example, is portraying Leo in like a very favorable way. You know what I mean? Like he's like some junkie, deadbeat dad, stoner, alcoholic, right? Like it's not like being like, look at how great the left is, and here you go, right? Like it's so in that sense, I don't like you could read that. You could be like, oh, isn't it noble that they're fighting a resistance, and isn't the government so
it's like
intolerant or whatever? But like I don't think that's the message of the movie.
Yeah,
it's really just a story about a dad and his daughter, like trying to find his daughter. Like really, it's like simply it's like just kind of that, and like a very motivated villain that makes it very captivating.
To argue that like the film is explicitly like
pro left or something,
pro that type of left, like that'd be like arguing like the dude from Big Lebowski, like all of his actions are the film supporting them or something. Right.
Yeah.
Like that'd be like that's a pro bowling film.
Yeah.
The film's trying to get you to bowl. It's like no, it's a set piece, right?
Yeah.
And that's a part of his character.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
but he's
not
a flawed.
yeah.
He's a flawed character, and you can root for him because he's likable.
It's not that. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I just was gonna reply to Cougar. Like it's not that I'm sheltered. It's that I think we are so tempted to automatically read meaning, especially when it comes to ideology, into everything that we consume. And I guess all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a more concerted, more intentional effort to realize that happens a lot automatically and try to not do that and strip it away. Like, yes, don't get me wrong. Like, I think the way the movie portrays like institutions, especially like the police and to some extent, the government, and to greater extent, like these kind of right ethno-fascists or whatever they are, is definitely critical of that. And it definitely, I think, and even in service of the drama of the piece, you have to be, as an audience member, on some level afraid of the police and afraid of these institutions. So it deliberately tries to frame it from the perspective of one of their victims, in this case, someone who's running away from them, and just showing how organized and, ruthless they are, right? So, it is, but again, like I'm trying to tease that out as a kind of a mechanism to make the movie run better and to tell the story in a more engaging way from the politics that it's trying to, like, that from saying that it's endorsing a certain political view or not.
Yeah,
right?
and it's also like an absurdist satire.
Exactly.
Right? Like
exactly.
it's not, it would be very different if it was a movie that took itself completely seriously. But like it's clearly not, and you can tell just based on the ridiculousness of Sean Penn's character or the music or like the there's so much about it. Like the characters' names, right? That's a dead giveaway to the level of absurdism
it's heightened.
that
it's very heightened. Yeah,
exactly. So it can say things about reality, but it's not saying this is explicitly reality or that you should explicitly do a certain thing.
Yeah,
I think that the reason why most people who seem to be up in arms about a film and only care about its messaging above all other factors, and also ascribe messaging to it that it doesn't necessarily have. The reason why most of those people are conservatives is because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Is because they only create art to share a message, right? Where it's like
to proselytize or propagandize.
Exactly. Like that's what it is to them.
And they think that this is propaganda.
Exactly.
When in reality, like, you can imagine a version of this movie that's more propagandizing, like you can imagine a worse movie that like tries to beat you over the head. And we've all seen like those movies where it's just like, look at how bad ICE is and shit like that. But this movie doesn't try to, I don't think this movie's trying to do that. Like even Perfidia's character like murders a person.
Oh yeah. And then all of the other characters are talking about how shit she is.
Yeah. if you actually think about the first act, and like the whole portrayal of French 76, I think they were called, or French 75.
Yeah.
And Perfidia's character, and the movie actually doesn't give you a reason to root for these characters, right? So if you're very neutrally just watching the movie, being like, I wonder what this is about, literally, like the first act can be described as a domestic terrorist group is terrorizing their local city, and the police are trying to stop them. You know what I mean? Like that's that's a very surface level reading of what's going on. It's not until the characters get kind of more personalized and humanized, and you get kind of the intrigue of the plot of her, getting raped essentially, or whatever it was that she's having sex with him, and then now there's a child, and then it's only until the intrigue of the plot actually like engaged, at least me in my case, was I really sucked in. Because at the beginning I was like, okay, like I'm trying to be very neutral, like, okay, we've got this and that, she just murdered a guy, they're running away from the cops, and then like obviously like picks up, and all the characters are unbelievably like captivating, and the script's really good, and there's some themes like woven into it. I thought it was just like really well done, but again, I don't think that like, I think what you're talking about with the conservatives, I think like, yeah, if you take a very, very surface level reading of an already heightened version, like a heightened play, I guess, then sure, yeah, you could come away with it thinking it's somehow glorifying these acts, but it doesn't explicitly do that.
I think it's a combination of a surface level understanding, right, like media literacy, and also a constant like fear and paranoia that things that you consume have that agenda and are trying to control you, sort of thing, right? That like the Jews are trying to make you believe a certain thing.
Yeah,
like,
that part's insane to me.
Literally, like any movie that there's a good amount of conservatives where any movie they watch, they're like, what are the Jews trying to trick my brain into this time?
I think there was,
and that's how they go into every fucking movie.
I think there was just like one moment where they threw in Gentile. They were like, and you're a Gentile? And he's like, yes. And like, that was it. That was the only reference, I think, to Judaism that we got the entire movie. And which is par for the course if these guys are, Nazis, basically.
Yeah.
How do I feel about Lockjaw's death? I find it interesting he was just really discarded. I think it was fine. Like, I don't have any complaints. I'm actually glad he didn't die in the car.
Yeah.
I was almost hoping he would have some sort of confrontation or conversation with Leo's character, but I don't think the movie needed it, but I thought it would be interesting because they were right there. Yeah, I don't mind that he lived and that he, yeah, that
No, yeah,
I don't mind at all how he died.
I like that, he's eaten by his own
Yeah.
as a result of the very same like purity testing
Yeah.
that he, believes the world should be operated by, which is exactly how this kind of thing goes. Like
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro, if he gets everything he wants, then he's on the chopping block,
Yes.
right? Like
yeah.
if the
careful what
world
you
that
wish
he
for.
wants exists, it's going to kill him.
and,
right?
And to be fair, like I think that's a like that doesn't have to be a right critique, right? Like that could be a critique of anyone who is blindly motivated to chase something.
Yeah.
Like eventually, like it, cautionary tale of like the thing that you want might destroy you.
Oh yeah, and I mean like there's like an essence of like the purity testing on the
Yeah.
and how they couldn't see the humanity of allowing him that access to the information because of the very strict password that he had to
Yeah,
remember.
exactly.
Even though like there's other ways they could have done
Yeah.
it, but they had to do it through a certain system because they believed that they had to.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, like Benicio del Toro's character, like that entire faction didn't seem to be bogged down by any of that judiciary nonsense or any hate.
Their
Like,
language was just straight.
They were just communicating
Yeah.
with each other and trusting each other,
Yeah.
and they were the most efficient and they were the most organized.
Yeah.
And they got like they didn't have any problems doing what they needed to do. They knew, they got the memo and they're like, okay, let's
that's
go.
a good point.
They fucking
right?
saved him, from the hospital
Twice.
and everything.
And that's a good point. Is like there is a critique of, if you want to call it like the left, and it almost feels like they're doing it like as lip service, almost like it almost feels like he has to do it to like assuage people who say, oh, this is left wing propaganda. But I don't think he needed to, but he did anyway. Like with the whole like, oh, like you're triggering my space and shit. Like he like tried to invoke that to say, I don't know, like
No, because
but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he was trying to be anything or say anything. He was just being like, look, everyone's got problems.
well, if we are to think of the messaging as a commentary and critique of the idea of purity testing to different extremes, right? Then it does make sense to bring that up in that context,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And it does make sense to have the they them, conversation with the dad and right like
And in the very end, the confrontation with his daughter, she does the same thing. She gives him a purity test,
and the
even though he's her fucking dad.
the arc, her character breaking through is like
Realizing
she sees the humanity beyond the purity
yeah.
test.
Yeah,
like that's the
absolutely.
moment. That's her success story in
Yeah.
that moment. And then there's also like just the ideas of when I think of like the title, and this film being about racism
Sure.
a lot,
Yeah.
and also purity testing,
Central
but
theme, yeah.
racism being a huge one, and with the fact that it spans over such a long period of time, I think of the idea that like the messaging is that this battle,
yeah,
the idea of racism and I guess just fascism,
Sure.
trying to take over and creep its way into your lives is something that is ongoing, and it doesn't stop. And it doesn't stop once you stop, right? Like it's something that generationally young people need to take over for. And even if we look at like the imagery of like them running across the roof, like
Yeah.
that entire sequence is
Yeah.
just like him being old and not being able to keep up. And then the young people are taking over and they're doing it. And then, what do we figure out at the end of the movie? Like Leo, sure, he was the main character,
Yeah.
but he didn't do shit. like he didn't
Yeah.
save his daughter. No,
I
she
would
had to,
argue-
she
yeah.
had to do that herself.
I would
right?
argue Sean Penn's the main character.
Yeah, in a
like
way.
it's his story. Like it's his story in the sense that he's the one he's got something to lose. Like it's obviously it's Leo's story too, but Leo is portrayed like such a bumbling kind of idiot. I think that's an interesting point about the. I like to think of it. I like to think of it intergenerationally, and this idea that something that you set off in motion a long time ago that to you is nothing. It's just like, oh, I'm just gonna harass this police officer. Could turn it like could like cascade into this thing that just ruins the lives of so many other people without you thinking about it. To you, it's just a banal one night, you do this all the time. Like you're harassing some guy, get your dick up, right? But like that single transaction, which took maybe 2 minutes, literally just ruined her entire life and the lives of all the people she cared about for generations to come. And that's not necessarily like a message about racism. I think it's a message about like to some extent violence and revenge and like how it is intergenerational on how
it's one battle after another.
How things like cascade. I think about this like in the context of like the Middle East and Middle East conflicts in the sense. Sorry, I don't always bring it back to this, but it is kind of similar in that. Like if you go back far enough, it's just that it's a cycle of violence that keeps repeating itself. Well, he killed my cousin and that's like people growing up in like let's say Gaza, for example, or if they end up growing up at all, will see their cousins, their parents, their family murdered, right? And who isn't going to grow up with some sort of grudge? And then like they take it out on some Israeli family or something like that, and then the battle it just continues, one battle after another.
Yeah,
so, like, there's something
and you're only
about
fighting
that.
because
of what happened just to you the other day.
Yeah,
right.
Or not even just to you, but to your parents.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
everything,
Exactly.
Right, like it's something that was already set in motion before you even got
before
to
you were
consent.
even born.
Before you got to consent to even being a part of it.
Exactly.
You don't even consent to that.
And like it makes you think about your own actions in a way, like challenges. And I think that's like powerful. Like that's a really good, like that's a. And the institutions that remain, that persist, are like, the police, the government. Like that doesn't change. Like he says, 16 years passed, nothing changed, right? Obviously, things changed, but it's interesting what the movie's trying to say about, our society in a sense. It feels like a cliche thing to say, but like.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not prescribing anything, but it's confronting us with universal truths in an absurdist framework. Yeah. Right. It's using absurdism to tell us things about to get us to see the absurdity in real life. I gel well with that as a methodology of like getting people to be introspective, because when you're normalized to things, anything like that exists in society, especially like the entire concept of society is like what is normalized, what isn't normalized. Right. As soon as you remove something from the way that you're used to seeing it, sometimes that makes it easier to see the absurdity in something.
Because you're like taking a variable out and like you're narrowing down what it could be. By controlling the variables. If
like there was no such thing as like a pope. Yeah. Right. And then you put that in a movie with that costume, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It'd be very strange.
Right? Like you take one step back and you're like, oh wait, no. This is just normal because it's normalized, right? Like anything can be normalized, right? That's entirely just made up out of our own brains and what we decide, right? Or not even decide, but like what
even just like absorb like through the culture, right? Like we grow up like even speaking English and the language that we speak. I thought that was like I tried to make that point in the middle of the movie about how like every faction, for lack of a better term, has their own language that they speak. And that's not something that you learn, it's something that you absorb. And I think it was very cool that Leo's character ends up forgetting his language, like the faction's language, right? Because it speaks to his change as a character and like he moved on in a way.
Which is kind of funny because emotionally he hadn't moved on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like he was paranoid the entire time. He was aggro. He was constantly saying like, you can't leave the house without this. Like you can't have a phone. Like he knew the day was coming. Yeah. But he's such a fucking idiot. Yeah. And so incompetent and just didn't think to like memorize the important words. Yeah. Which sucks for him. Yeah. But, it speaks to the ideas that like, when you get old, you just kind of have to let the youth take over and continue that battle for you. Like you can't be on the front lines anymore. Like you're.
Yeah, I mean, yes, on some level, but at the same time, I think like it invites us to be considerate of him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it's so like we are so often, without even knowing it, the guy on the other side of the phone going, "What time is it?" Yeah. And we're constantly meeting people in our lives who are older than us, who just don't get it and who don't know the words, who don't know the password. Oh yeah. And I think that if we're too quick to dispose of them or distrust them or discard them, we not only end up doing them a disservice because maybe they were in the past someone who mattered, who was important, but we're also doing the thing that everyone else is. We're doing the same kind of purity testing.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
So
that's why, I think there's a difference between like Dave Chappelle and J.K. Rowling, right? Where it's like both are just old. Hear me out. Both are old people. They grew up in a time, they created art or whatever.
Yeah.
And then eventually, society changed and they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is someone who like is poking fun, right? He's relating the world in the way that he sees it, in a way that he thinks is funny. And I'm able to watch his comedy specials, and even if something is like, that doesn't make sense, or that, maybe that's an inappropriate way to say that.
Yeah.
I go, whatever, dude's old. It doesn't seem like he's malicious.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling made it her fucking calling.
Yeah.
Where every single day,
she gets out of bed.
Oh yeah, she's like, I need everyone else to think the exact same way as me, and she's aggressively trying to enforce her worldview on others.
It's neurotic
to
behavior.
The point where she's like funding organizations to like take away people's rights, and like it's literally her crusade at this point, right? So those are different examples.
I think they're good examples.
But I'm thank you.
No, I think they're good examples
also
because
black.
Well, I don't know how old they are. I wonder if they're the same age.
Right.
But Dave is like he's a very introspective person, I find, and he spends a lot of time thinking about things and thinking about his own position and trying to make sense of it. I think he's sincerely pursuing some sort of truth and trying to make sense of it with the context of his own lived experience. Whereas J.K. Rowling has tied her ideology with her identity so strongly and so profoundly that she's incapable of actually finding a deeper truth in anything.
Yeah.
And I think if this movie is any lesson to anyone, it's whatever you think is true, whatever you hold dear, whatever values you have, like, be a little humble sometimes and just like once in a while look inside and check, do I still believe this and why? Right?
Yeah. Lord Fusion, I'm not saying Chappelle's a genius or smart or not duped or tricked by like the normal shit that conservatives do, right?
Yeah.
There are some people that are just malleable, and when you get older and the world becomes confusing and a scary place, you can get, manipulated in certain ways that you might not understand.
I think so too. Like,
out of fear, right?
Like, don't get me wrong. I don't know what the castration movie. I mean, it's some sort of queer film, I guess. Because he's saying Gail won't like the castration movie.
Castration movie is awesome.
I don't know anything about it. But
it doesn't matter.
If you're implying that I am somehow like not to say that you are like a queer ally.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I just like you might just not know me. Like you might just not know who I am, and that's totally fine. I've gotten to a point in my life where I look at the people who I consider to be my political adversaries and my political opponents, and I see them capturing large swaths of young minds.
Swaths?
Yeah, of young minds. And I see the people who were my peers, who believed what I believe, staying where they are and becoming obstinate in their beliefs and adopting these sorts of purity tests and alienating themselves from everyone else and losing the fight. Right? So on some level, I'm trying now in my 30s to be open-minded and to think about what people say and try to listen and understand, because it doesn't matter what I believe if I believe it in isolation. If I'm the only one, if just me and my group of friends believe it, and we can't change the world, and the world's like going to shit, right?
I agree.
Like,
we have to fighting.
We have to. That's essentially it. I think we have to figure out our shit together. And like, if someone like Dave Chappelle, like I think, like yes, Dave Chappelle has said some weird things about trans people and platformed Elon Musk, whatever. At the same time, Dave Chappelle strikes me as a sincere person who is trying to get to the truth. And I think if Dave Chappelle was here and I could talk to him, I think we could agree on a lot of things, especially political things.
Yeah,
and he could even be an ally in that political battle. right? And that's how I think of when I look at someone like Dave Chappelle. I don't be like, oh, he platform Musk, fuck him, right? I think, no, this is a guy who sincerely believes, who's sincerely trying to find the truth, and he's been not misled, but he's been given a lot of information from different places. And maybe if I just sit down and talk to him, he'll just be cool, right?
We can, if the right can band together and all get a pedophile to be president, then the left can forgive for saying mean things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's fucked up.
If the right can defend, like, literally, like, I don't know,
It's fucked up.
the most obvious, like, scammer, pedophile, just like, if there's a God, he's going to hell person of all time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, like, we can do that.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason to your point about, you know, not treating people like shit if they're just dumb.
Yeah.
There's a reason why, like, Joe Rogan has Bernie Sanders back on still.
Yeah.
Right? Is because Bernie Sanders doesn't treat people that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? He understands that very well.
Yeah.
That, like, oh no, people are captivated and I can have a conversation about why you're incorrect about this. But it's not like, oh, you're a bad person. Because in Joe Rogan's mind, he's like, oh, you think I'm a bad person just because I said that? Because it makes sense to him, every dumb fucking thing he believes on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right? Like, his entire worldview, like, he thinks he understands how he got there, and he thinks that it's through some truth.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like, it's... There is value to that. I also, as a person that's believed that for a long time and have interacted with people in that way, I have a problem where I wind up giving the benefit of the doubt in ways that are with people that are not trying to be honest and are not having real conversations.
Yeah.
And so I've got caught in that, like, multiple times of, like, oh, I had to learn from, like, experiencing, right? Rather than knowing beforehand. But then it's like, okay, then, you know, it's still not going to change the way that I interact with people, I guess. Like, I'm still going to, I guess it's just, like, in my nature to assume that, like, people are telling the truth when they say something. Not telling the truth, but that they believe what they believe if they're trying to be sincere about it. But
it's funny because
it depends on the person, I guess.
I've described you to other people relative to my own beliefs in this way, and I've said that the way I say it is Adam and I are equally cynical, but we arrived to our cynicism from opposite directions. So I say that, like, I'm somebody who grew up extremely cynical about the entire world around me. I didn't trust anyone or anything, and I felt like everyone was out only for themselves. And I assumed by default that everyone was lying. And in order to survive in the world, I had to start opening up I had to start opening up and trusting people. I had to learn how to trust people. And it got me to a place where I'm cynical still, but I'm nowhere near as cynical as I was when I was younger. Whereas I feel like you started from a place not necessarily of naivete.
No, I think that is.
But I do think that there was something where you were too trusting, got taken advantage of, and too many times, and now you've arrived at a point of cynicism, right? So, like, I think we both are equally cynical, but we arrived at it from different directions, from opposite directions. That's how I describe when people ask me, like, what do you believe, blah blah blah. Cougar, I have no idea what you're after.
Cougar,
I am privileged in many ways, but I'm also, you know, I know what I am.
I'm just gonna say this: a lot of your comments have been, like, weirdly antagonizing towards guys.
I don't mind.
And you need to calm down.
I don't mind. Like, I would love, if you want to talk at some point, I don't mind. We can chill and, like, chat. Maybe I'll tell you more about myself. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's not probably the place. This is not the space for it. It's totally cool. But yeah, I have a different kind of background and experience, and I'm just trying to make sense of the world like everyone else, right? So anyway, that was a fantastic movie, and honestly, a movie that can make you, like, talk about so many things. Like, it's a movie that's worth watching and talking about, which I think is a great Just a great film.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
phenomenal.
absurdism promotes reflection,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
I love absurdism,
Yeah.
especially with authenticity.
Yeah.
Those two things intertwined. Like, I'd much rather have, like a heightened version of reality type film than like a Matthew Barney film.
I don't know what
That's
that
fine.
is.
It's nonsense.
Is it like super realistic or something? Or?
No, it's the opposite. It's just random things are happening, and it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Holy Mountain is super absurdism, but everything that it's saying is like rooted in some sort of truth, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I need to
like-
rewatch that movie again. Like I know last time I saw it would have been like 5 or 6 years ago.
Sure.
Maybe. I still don't know if I totally get it.
Sure, that's fine.
But I like absurdist movies. Like I think I like the heightened, and I'll see PTA does it in such a cool way. So I don't know. It's just it's
Well, I mean,
the language, like everything about it, like the score, just adds to
I think
it.
this is his most absurdist movie.
Okay, I could see it.
What's more absurdist than this movie? For like a lot of his movies are like really grounded, even the comedic ones. Am I forgetting one? Maybe.
I think the most recent one that I was thinking of was just Phantom Thread.
Phantom Thread's awesome.
which had a sort of fantasy element to it slightly, but maybe it's
Fantasy?
just not like a heightened element to it in a way. But
Yeah,
maybe it's
but
just a subject matter that made it heightened.
I would say Phantom Thread was more grounded.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
it got ridiculous in terms of like what the characters were doing, but it was
yes.
still ground. It was like a unique what's the word? Interaction, a unique relationship, a unique
Right.
character dynamic between them. That's what I was looking
Right. That's
for.
right. I like Boogie Nights, actually. I really like Boogie Nights. I know it had a lot of... I got a comment earlier that Boogie Nights had like 16 licensed songs in it. Yes, but also Boogie Nights is a classic, and all
This
of those...
isn't classic,
and
no.
all of those licensed songs are fucking banger classics. And I think the moral of the story is PDA just has like really good taste in music.
Oh, he has great taste in music.
Which is why I'm not complaining like that much about like... I know like I got made maybe into a bigger thing than this. Like it's not... It actually doesn't bother me that much. But yeah.
Raining frogs in Magnolia is not absurdism.
I haven't seen
I'm
Magnolia.
sorry. Yeah, it's okay.
It's one of those movies, the
That's
big
not
ones.
what that is. Sorry.
No, very good.
No, I don't know if everybody agrees on what I consider absurdist to be.
Yeah, I mean, it could be just like I'm not 100% sure I know what you mean, but I can kind of get the vibe just based on this movie. Like you explained, thinking this movie is like it's just heightened. It's basically just like a very heightened reality.
Yeah, where it's like it's not supposed to be real. Like when I think absurdist, I think like, oh, this isn't present day happening on this planet.
Yeah.
This is an alternate universe, right? And it's very similar.
Yeah. What was that movie we watched that was really good? By the director of The Favorite, and it was the anthology movie with the 3 stories.
Oh, Kinds of Kindness.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was.
great.
I would say that's an absurdist. Like those stories
Yorgos,
are all
Yorgos is all absurd.
very heightened.
Yeah. Yorgos' most grounded film was probably like Dogtooth.
I
He's
like
all absurd.
I
Yeah,
do
Yorgos films,
I
that's a
like
good
I like
example.
those films, and
Oh,
that's what it
love-
reminds me of. Just
love
like
me
this
some
heightened.
Yorgos. I want to rewatch Kinds of Kindness. Did you watch Poor Things?
No, I still
That's
haven't
my
seen Poor
favorite
Things.
Yorgos.
Let's watch it sometime.
Yeah, I was like, do I want to buy the Blu-ray when I can wait for a 4K? And now I'm thinking there'll never be a 4K because it's fucking owned by Fox, which is
Oh,
owned by
no.
Disney, and they don't give a shit.
Fuck, it's over.
Dogtooth was very absurd. I said that's his least absurdist film. Am I incorrect?
I have no.
Am I
don't know.
incorrect? Too Deaf, Too Leopard. Is it not his least absurdist film, other than ones that might be before that, or like Alps? It's still his least. Yeah, I said other than Alps. Whatever. Who cares? You guys don't
I
understand.
just I haven't watched the animated Hobbit movie. There's an animated Hobbit movie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Is that the not Matrix anime, the Lord of the Rings anime that you were talking about that we were watching?
No, but there's an old one that looks like it might be like a Ralph Bakshi thing, but it's not.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I gotta download that.
Why are there so many movies I haven't seen? I used to watch movies more when I first like moved with Adam, but recently I just haven't been watching movies as much. They kind of fell out of my life.
And also, I used to do movie nights more.
Yes, and also
I used to we used to host things and be social,
Yeah.
and now we're all just shut-ins.
after COVID, I'd say it like, but also, we've gotten to a point in our relationship where Adam just knows exactly what I like literally just knows exactly what I like. So at this point, Adam shows me maybe 3 movies a year, and all of them are bangers. Like they're all movies that I love because he just like, so it's like he's like my personal algorithm.
That's a good.
He's my personal algorithm.
Yeah.
So like I don't have to watch like a shit ton of movies. I can just watch the 3 or 4 amazing movies that year. So it's a great
And then
relationship.
every Taylor Lautner movie.
And then that's the price I pay.
It's your tax.
The tax, yeah, the Taylor Lautner, the Taylor tax,
The Tay tax.
the Tay tax. That's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was awesome. We'll do another one soon,
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do some more
We'll
Lord of the
we'll
Rings at some
schedule another
point.
one.
That'd be fun.
Yes.
And it's never gonna get worse than what we just watched for season 2 and the 5 armies. So at least everything from
So
now on.
far.
Well, no, that's the thing is I think everything going forward that's Lord of the Rings related is gonna be better than what we watched, which is refreshing to think about.
Yeah, you know, nothing has been worse than the Battle of the Five
I think so
Armies
too.
extended.
I think so too.
Nothing has been that bad, Lord of the Rings wise.
That movie was a war crime. Like I would watch
was a
season
war
1
crime.
or season 2 of The Rings of Power before I would rewatch Battle of the 5 Armies, which is only 3 hours or something. Right? It was
Oh yeah,
it
no,
was
I agree.
horrendous. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in
Nothing
my
has been
entire
that bad.
life. And now they're bringing. Do you hear? They're doing another Lord of the Rings.
What?
They're doing
Movie?
Yes, with
Live action?
with Ian McKellen as Gandalf and Elijah Wood as Frodo.
What?
2027.
What?
And they're bringing back Tauriel from the second Hobbit trilogy, from the whatever you want to call it, the prequels, the Hobbit movies.
Is this real?
Yes,
Where'd you hear this?
and my Lord of the Rings sources place. You can look it up. I don't know, like maybe someone can. So yeah, they're making a new Lord of the Rings. Andy Serkis is directing it.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, Hunt for Gollum. That's it. And they're bringing in.
Are they just gonna de-age them all?
I don't know what they're gonna do. I think it's gonna be insane.
Just fucking animate it. You don't have to worry about it.
But the exciting thing about it is they're getting Fran Welsh and Philippa Boyens to write it, who are the people who wrote the original trilogy.
Okay.
Like they were the screenwriters for the original trilogy. So they were saying,
no.
"Oh, this could be good."
Still not gonna be good.
I mean, I agree with you, but like it's getting my hopes up slightly.
No, it's
which
not
is
gonna
a
be good.
dangerous thing to do.
If Andy Serkis is directing, it's not gonna be good.
I don't know enough about Andy Serkis' directing. I just know
He's
he
not good.
played a mean Gollum.
No, he's not good.
Yeah, it'll be fun. No, I have not listened to Clamavi de Profundis takes. I don't know who that is.
All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm gonna raid someone on Twitch. That was a lot of fun.
great.
That was dope.
It was a good time.
You don't want to do your dirty work. See, I wonder if that song got stuck in my head like in the past 24 hours because I thought about watching this movie.
It's possible. It was a well-placed song. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Let's see who I'll raid.